AM 560. The Answer.
Mr. Kenny's not a scientist. I am. He's the CEO of the Weather Channel now. I was the founder of the Weather Channel, not the co-founder.
And I'm glad you did, because I am addicted to the Weather Channel. I watch a lot of cable news.
Now, hold on just a minute. I'm not
shut
done.
Up, fat boy.
And CNN has taken a very strong position on global warming that it is a consensus. Well, there is no consensus in science. Science isn't a vote. Science is about facts. And if you get down to the hard, cold facts, there's no question about it. Climate change is not happening. There is no significant man-made global warming now. There hasn't been any in the past, and there's no...
That's right, John Coleman. And there are so many blessings, so many benefits to Donald Trump. But this may be the greatest one.
And next we will end the ridiculous and actually incredible waste of taxpayer dollars that is fueling the inflation crisis. They've spent trillions of dollars.
Trillions!
On things having to do with the Green New Scam. It's a scam. And
that's why every rat Democrat is in on it and celebrates
and we
it.
saw a reduction in greenhouse gas emissions because the world's moving in this direction. And so the market will drive that. 2/3 of our energy is clean energy. So we're proving that paradigm, and that gives me confidence. And I think that's around the theme of this. It's not about what or why, it's the how. And it's about the application of our ideals, the pragmatism.
You don't have any ideals, you scumbag, trust fund baby. Your father was William Newsom III, the attorney for John Paul Getty and his oil empire. And that's why you're all in on this scam, because it makes you a fortune.
All you can talk about is money and fairy tales of eternal economic growth. How dare you?
Her father was an actor, is an actor. Her mother, an opera singer. She's connected to the mafia in Sweden. Thornburg. She's a scumbag, liar, fraud, and a dropout, which makes her just smart enough to sell this nonsense. But I'm wondering, are people not smart enough to see exactly how this works?
The Rockefeller Foundation, established in 1913, channeled the immense wealth amassed from oil into addressing societal issues. His strategic philanthropy not only addressed societal needs, but also paved the way for advancements in medical research, educational institutions, and public health initiatives. The ripple effect of his charitable endeavors extended far beyond the boardrooms and oil fields.
Yes, and it finances the eco-Nazi movement that swindlers still sell today.
That's behind it. China gets it. A lot of countries get this. Again, it's not...
China gets it. China gets it. Another little connection to the Rockefeller funds.
The Rockefeller Brothers Fund has donated millions to organizations linked to the Chinese government over the past 4 years. According to a Washington Examiner analysis, between April of 2020 and August of 2024, the fund contributed $7.4 million to groups either part of the Chinese government or closely associated with the Chinese Communist Party. Much of this funding was aimed at supporting China's green energy initiatives, notably.
So the Rockefeller funds finance and support Chinese green initiatives. Boy, that's not crooked at all. Not like Grand Avenue.
$400,000 went to the Foreign Environmental Cooperation Center for Green Development Projects. The Society of Entrepreneurs and Ecology Foundation received over $2.4 million to promote a Green Belt and Road initiative. Other beneficiaries included several state-run scientific agencies, which collectively received nearly $1.2 million.
So when you talk about Soros, he's nothing. He's the bellboy to the Rockefeller funds, foundations, brothers, and the fraud that is green energy.
Not about electric power, it's about economic power.
Governor Gavin Newsom shot down the Trump administration's latest push for offshore oil drilling near California, calling it dead on arrival. He's arguing the plan to auction drilling rights along the West Coast is a non-starter that threatens the environment and local economies.
But he wanted to approve, or he did approve, all of the solar nonsense from Ivanhoe, and he supported all of the windmills. He supported all of the frauds of the Obama administration.
That's caused tremendous inflationary pressures in addition to the cost of energy. And all of the trillions of dollars that are sitting there not yet spent, we will redirect that money for important projects like roads, bridges, dams, and we will not allow it to be spent on meaningless green new scam ideas. And I will end the electric vehicle mandate on day one. Thereby saving the U.S. auto industry from complete obliteration, which is happening right now, and saving U.S. customers thousands and thousands of dollars per car.
Now, there still are a tremendous amount of people that take the alternatives, the ghetto rails. And we saw what happens in Chicago with the stabbing. It's even worse in California because they still hire government workers to operate said trains.
Asleep behind the wheel. That's what apparently happened on a Muni train in San Francisco. Video obtained by Cron 4. It shows the driver of a light rail train falling asleep and speeding right on through a train stop next to DuBose Park.
Yeah, wild video. Cron 4's Rob Nesbitt showed it to people at a park today, Muni riders, and he joins us with what they had to say. Rob, what's the word?
Grand Vicky, everyone I spoke with today was surprised that no one was seriously hurt during the incident caught on camera. The video shows riders on the Muni falling to the ground and the driver being shaken awake, driving at a speed of 50 miles per hour. In the video from September 24th, you see the driver of a Muni train with their eyes closed and head down at 8:37 a.m., appearing to fall asleep.
You know what that's called among municipal workers, Squirrel? That's called working.
Behind the wheel. SFMTA says the train was exiting the Sunset Tunnel near DuBose Park when unexpected jolting shakes the driver awake, and the train speeds through its planned stop at DuBose Ave and Noe Street. Rashad Ali watched the video at the Muni stop, surrounded by pedestrians, cyclists, and dogs.
Sideswiped the BMW, but don't worry. Drinks are on the house. They'll pay that. They'll pay the lawsuits from the riders. And once again, government pays the cost. You start to wonder, how many times are we going to allow government to profit from its own stupidity? How many times are we going to turn a blind eye to the stealing right in front of us?
Chicago Public School doubled its spending on overnight travel. That's according to a new watchdog report. The CPS Inspector General reviewed 6 years of travel expenses, and it found that overnight travel doubled after the pandemic. The watchdog report says that the #1 destination was Vegas, even though some of the seminars were offered locally or virtually.
CPS teachers travel to Vegas. For what? You guys can't do math. What are you doing? You're not counting cards, you morons. You playing dice? Morons. Like Dalton. Are they ever going to get a juicy crab? 312-642-5600.
He's Sean Thompson.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
And this is the Sean Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.